Real quick how we do our play scripting for practice and just kind of the process and how quickly it can go. And over here we've got our formation game plan, which typically I have this printed out so that I can check it off as I go. But right here, this is our scripting sheet that we have. And you see there's about 3 or 4 different sections. You have a smaller section here, 16 play section here, 15 play section here. At the very top you got 5. So I'm just going to fill it out like it was a typical Tuesday practice. So a work day, we're working red zone and goal line as well. And right here at this very top section, we'd probably put our team stuff. And it could be certain situations, like this first one might be a 3rd and 4. The second 5-play script would be a 3rd and 6. So now you've got your script right there for a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, and you can go through your film and watch that as well. And then right here, team versus scouts. Just looking at open field. Second long section right here. Right here's just a second team scout, probably open field as well. Right here's red zone. I'll show you how we do that a little bit differently because it's a 10-play script, but it's only got 5 sections right here. But we'll look at that when we come down to it. But our first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the situational stuff because those are things where you can check off what's going on. Right here, we just have doubles, but this is how typically I would do it. So hey, we're going to go on 3rd and 4. So here we probably would change formations because we're probably not going at just breakneck speed, but we'll change formations so we can get a good look at what we want to see. And the first 2 might be in 10 doubles. The next one might be in 11 spread. Second one might be in 11 twins. Then the last one might be in 21 right formation. So since I already have these calls in my call sheet right here as far as doubles, on 3rd and 4, some things we might look at over here, just looking at runs. You got your tackle power, which you could RPO off this, and this is kind of the look that we're looking at here for our defense, like a tackle power with a hitch outside. So here I just go tackle power, hitch, and I can come down here and mark it however you want to mark it. And of course I'll have it probably more like printed off, and I can do it by hand. The next thing on 3rd and 4, we're looking at probably a pass. We can throw stick right there on 3rd and 4, so that can be a 3rd and 4 call. You're working on your down and distance game plan as you're going. You can fill that stuff in as well. You guys see kind of how that would go. And we do the same for a 3rd and 6, probably in different formations, different calls. And now you go down to your open field stuff. And the way we typically do it on Tuesday, first 5 plays we're going to go on left middle. We know we're going to stay on the same hash here for these 5 plays. Next one will be on the left. And then the last 5 will be on the right. So we're switching from left, middle, left, right. And down here, the next scout look we're going to start on right middle. Then we're going to go down here to the right. And then we'll go down to the left as well. So that's just how we kind of open it up as far as how we're scripting. So where we're at on the field, and that helps out. This very first section, we're going to be work on a lot of doubles. You see how quickly you can fill this out. The next section, we're going to be in 10 trips right. Last section right here, we're on the right hash, we're going to be in 20 personnel, twins left. And we do the same thing for this section here. And again, just kind of showing you how we do this. We want to work things that are whole team oriented. It is one of those things where very rarely we're just going to run GT in a full team setting. If you're just running GT, might as well do it in inside so those guys can get reps and you can work those receivers with different things as opposed to just have them run their bubble or stalk or whatever it is. Might as well run the things because this time is limited here with the scout team. Make sure you're running the things where everybody's working right there on that. So however you run your team stuff, just make sure you have it scripted so you can mark everything off and make sure you get it called. So right here, example of this, I'm looking over here. What are some things that we have? We've got our outside zone with a quick screen. So we can work our quick screen, reads for the quarterbacks, different things like that. We've got a Y cross. A little motion here. We go running back motion where he's getting into empty. And then you can look at your empty script and call something off of that. We're running slot fade right here is what we'll just say. Then we'll work another motion. We just got a straight motion where we're going from 2x2 to 3x1. So we can go Y motion. Now we're in 3x1. Now we're working a trip script. And the same thing right here. On trips, you can motion back into doubles, just kind of making it where it's changing things up and you can check off of the double script. Just with that motion, just call those plays out of doubles. And then very last play, so we're going at a pretty high tempo. We want to get those linemen to kind of stay in the box. And then the very last play, typically on the 5th play of the script, we're going to call some sort of a screen. So right here, doubles, and this is on a Tuesday. Say we hadn't called any of these screens yet. Which one do we like the most? So right here, the very first one we put down is double screen, so pretty easy. And doubles, we're going to go double screen. Now you can check these things off. So right here, you come back over here or your printed off sheet and you just mark, hey, this was a Tuesday, so I'm going to put a T. Like right there, let me know that I've called it that day, so you're not calling the same screen or the same motion or anything like that. For all the different periods, you want to call something different so you can get that on film and you can see what it looks like and get people comfortable with it. So again, what are the things that we've done right here? We ran motion, so right there I'm going T for our motion. We even ran a running back motion as well to get to empty, so I can put a T on that. And other things we've done here, we've got a Y cross. We've gone outside zone with a quick screen. So our tag right here with a quick screen, slide a T on that, and then our outside zone. We ran all that stuff. So got those things checked off, and of course, you got tackle power up here. Yeah, we called out doubles already. And then you got your stick right there as well. So right there, just a few different sections that we've had. We ran one double script down here with our teams and scouts, and a couple plays here on the 3rd and 4. I'm sure right here on 3rd and 6 we'll still run some double stuff here as well. So you'll be able to check that stuff off. And again, it depends on how many formations you're running. You might come down here and run doubles again for a little bit, or you might just have a couple plays down here. This last 6 typically of the second script. So this first script, I'm typically doing my top 3 formations, what we're doing that week. And then down here, I'll get into empty, quads, any kind of sets that are a little bit different, maybe for 2 or 3 plays, because we may not have just a ton of stuff off of it. Like right here, this is doubles. This would be a really big formation for us to have this much on the formation game plan right here. So we're going to use doubles a lot. Could be where we do another one right here. And again, you're just checking off, making sure that you call stuff and don't double call things throughout the day. And then right here on red zone, the way that we do this on Mondays, this section is where we script our inside drill basically for the week. And the way we script inside drill for the week is we might say 10 doubles, because there might be a different look for doubles, trips, all that stuff. And then we come in here and we say we're running our GT, we're running inside zone, and we're running zone base. Just the things that we want to work there out of 10 doubles. Then it might be one of those things where we're going 20 twins. Now you can call those plays. Hey, we're going counter, we're going power, we're going zone base. And of course, you can change the looks. You can talk with the O-line coach as you're running it, just to get those different looks whenever we're going inside, whether it's versus ourselves or versus bags, whatever it is. Now you have that script basically from Monday on. So if you're going inside at a different time, you don't really have to script it. Pull that out and say, hey, on Tuesday, let's make sure that we're working our 20 personnel more, 21 personnel, whatever it is, and they can just go to the script and run through, make sure they're running those plays. So that's how we do it right there on Monday for inside. Right here, when we're looking at red zone, this gets a little bit different than what I typically would. So right here on the distance, we're always going to start at the 19, and this is on Tuesday and Wednesday. We go 19, 17, 15, 13, 11. So right there, we're working red zone. And on this, on Tuesday, we're going to go left, left, middle, right, right. And over here on this other side, we're not really, a lot of times we run this on air just because we want to look perfectly and we know what we're going to see. And typically it's going to be saw blitzes, be a little bit more aggressive man to man, especially getting down there towards the goal line. And on this, we go right 9, right 7, middle 5, left 3, left 1. So right there, we're going at 2 yard increments all the way down to the 1 yard line. Now again, you fill out this sheet right here, and of course, it could be one of those things where, say you're in 10 doubles, you're getting a motion, and you're running a snag with a basic tag, all that. So now that thing is a little bit bigger than what you'd like. You can't really read it. You just slide up here and adjust the size of it right there to be able to see the entire play. So we just adjust it, and we'll call all 10 right here. And of course, these red zone calls are very vital. Tuesday, Wednesday, especially, I look at the film on the red zone calls, and basically every single call should have something that correlates with it, something that you saw on film, some sort of alignment that you liked, or a motion that you felt like they didn't adjust well to, or there was a leverage that you could get off of motion. So that's how we script our red zone right there, and we'd run through the entire thing. Obviously, you're thinking about where you're at, 17 left hash, 15 middle, all that stuff, and what do you think you're going to see from defense and what you've seen in the past on film. So this is one of those things that once you get used to the way that that's done, you can really do this quickly. And of course, if you're doing it on Google Sheets, you can share it with a bunch of different people, and maybe you have a coach that does the 3rd and 6s or 3rd and 4s, and they can do the scripting as well. But typically, I do the scripting just because I like to check it off myself on this sheet and see what I've called and make sure that I call every single thing, and I can look at the film, the situationally, and get it all called. The other thing that we have here is we just got another section right here. And of course, if you took this out as far as periods, I typically don't really use this, but you could take this out and you can put an inside script right here, or really any other kind of script that you like. But I think I've used this for an inside script at times whenever there's just one of those quick periods where you just jump in inside real quick and you can get about 5 or 6 calls in, and we just script that right there to make sure that we hit the things that we want to see. But that's just the way that we've been scripting. And we'll have this document. This is the personnel game plan along with the formation game plan, and then the scripting sheet. We'll have these documents available to download. It's for free. But let us know if you have any questions. We'll try to answer those the best that we can on how we script and how we're able to make sure that we call the things throughout the week that we feel are most important to us in our team settings.